Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my experience and learnings from the Shindo Life Egg Hunt event. The Egg Hunt event, also known as the Hunt, started on March 15, 2024 and is about to end on March 30th, 2024. By the time you are seeing this probably could have ended or has already is still going on at this time. The egg hunt event involves searching for 9 eggs corresponding to the nine-tailed spirits while avoiding a rabbit boss. 3 players could participate in the event at a time. Upon finding the egg, a rabbit boss would spawn and attack a player by throwing colored eggs that damage them and stun them. Touching the egg allowed the player to collect it, adding it to the current round's collection of eggs. The locations of the eggs were randomized each round. After finding all 9 eggs, the players were all teleported near a bridge area with an idle boss nearby. Surrounding the boss were scrolls for 6 random sub-abilities, bloodlines, or ninja tools which could be collected by clicking on them. The rewards were not really shared amongst the 3 players. So basically it was a FFA, free for all. The event was well received by the community, with many players sharing their new experiences and rewards on various platforms. This was due to the fact that this egg hunt event was actually a way of bringing in new players within the game so that it can share up its player base. But however, some players expressed dissatisfaction with the event structure, particularly the fact that the same scrolls were offered in different events. My personal opinion was I low-key felt as if this was just a event where we are just really pushed into the grounds of just grinding this 24/7. Basically, where I could say this, I have only grinded this within only 3 hours because I had a lot of friends that helped me through this journey of finding all these things and getting to the point where I am right now. My own review on this egg hunt event has also given me areas of improvement that allow raw games to take in consideration. As much as I want to say there's areas of improvement, there's also some areas where I felt as if they could have been added more specific. If this already captured the whole festive season of Easter, then please explain to me why we weren't given a Mastered Rabbit mode rework. Why weren't we given reworks that was directly invested into the festive season? I know as sometimes where they say that the updates are going to continue as ever, but at the same time, why weren't we given updates that proved much value to us and also proved that the festive season actually had new things that can be brought to us instead of an event? So these are my areas of improvement where I can generally say that could be successful, especially when they're planning for festive events in the long run. Diverse rewards. What I mean by diverse rewards is that each and every event for those who are actually new to this thing, and I'm speaking on an old person perspective, I'm speaking as an old player, Shindo Life perspective. As an old player, there's a lot of things that I can express my grievance on. The fact that the diverse rewards are not really utilized as I think they're supposed to be utilized, what I mean is there's not too much variety within Shindo Life that proves meaning to the game. Everything that's in the game proves to be standardized when you look at it from a player that has played Shindo Life for about 2 years plus years. And if you look at a player for a new player, they could say that's variety within the game. But at the same time, you just left at the fact that these things only keep you engaged and motivated to some point, and then at some point in time, when you have everything, you tend to lose all your efficiency when it comes to these things. Rework scrolls. The same design for scrolls is still carrying on to this day, and the same thing still pisses me off till the day. It doesn't really piss me off to some extent, but I really get frustrated at the fact that they're not taking consideration of reworking the rework scrolls, as they are reworking currently things that need to be proved effective. I low key feel as the scroll droppers need to be reworked to some extent. At least spice it up, especially showing us like a showcase of what could have happened and spicing it up by the graphics as well. But also, the scrolls just seem as something that just seems like you can just put it there and let it rest. But at the same time, it just doesn't feel as if it's the whole Shindo vibe. And then new modes, weapons, and sub abilities. When I speak upon this, I really just generally express my whole grievance when it comes to the fact that there's no innovation when it comes to mapping new designs for the map, because we were promised that a lot of people or a lot of modelers whom I do not have any social ability or who we do not even have names about haven't really came through with their whole idea into bringing Shindo Life to its sparkling days. They did confirm this in one of their videos. If I'll give you guys evidence and I'll put it in the video description below at the clip where they said that they have other people that are actively working on Shindo as well. But however, at the same time, I low-key feel as if we're not doing anything. We're not pushing the whole limit of Shindo Life to a whole. If you compare Shindo Life between the Rousseys and Shindo Life as a generic being, a lot of people will say that they vouch for Rousseys as the fact is it follows the direction of the anime. I wouldn't say you should be really comparing Shindo Life and Rousseys like that. Let's compare with let's compare in terms of graphics. Let's compare in terms of animations. Animations are put more within a game at the start of their development more than they put in at the end of their development and they have been released. The money that is used for the money that is used to fund the development of Ralsies comes from Shindo Life. But at the same time, if you want to get some money up and have more people actively working on Ralsies, which can improve the workload of Shindo, as Rouse Games deals with a lot of shit right now, why don't you just like rework them? New modes, new weapons, and subs abilities. I'm trying to see innovation here. I'm trying to see some variety within the game that keeps me playing this game. Because at the same time, the only thing that Shindo Life is standing on, and the only thing that is standing on businesses, is the fact that there's still PvP. Facts. Another thing is new taijutsu. As I have seen in Shindo Life or as I have seen in Rousey's, there's a type of animation that allows me to be like, okay, this should be done. But at the same time, with Rousey's keep it above 50, I want to see impact frames when it comes to especially animations wise. I've seen GPO done it and it looks pretty fine. But at the same time, I want to see a lot of taijutsus coming to Shindo Life. I think there's endless amounts of videos where you can find people performing taijutsu that they can be implemented to add more variety and add more meta within the game because the current meta is currently ass. Keep it above 50. Everything that I've said is very subjective. In conclusion, I low-key feel the Shindo Life Egg Hunt event was unique and engaging experience. But at the same time, it highlighted some areas of improvement that needed to be fixed, and they also highlighted some facts where we had to sit down as a community and deep this as a whole. What I mean is, we have to deep at the fact that the graphics are not going to be improved the way that they're going to be improved in. If you check the bunny, how the bunny is really structured and how the bunny has certain animations to it, why couldn't they do that earlier when it came to why couldn't they do that for the 100 days? Why couldn't they make like every 10th update like focusing on graphics? You know what I mean? But also it also needs some diverse rewards because I'm tired of seeing the same thing all over again. If I see that on site. Rework scrolls as well. I low key feel that the whole entirety of the scroll image is literally so old. I feel like we need to bring more stuff when it comes to it. As we look forward to the future of Shindo Life, these improvements can actually play a significant role in shaping the whole direction of Shindo Life as a whole. As Rousey's often really appears, we have to see this as a narrative. We have to see Shindo Life as a game that we can play where Rousey's has taken our motivation and our whole productive efficiency down. And then it puts us to a level where we can chill with Rousey's, where we can chill in Shindo Life and we can just enjoy our time there instead of just spending the whole motivation where we instead of spending the whole motivation when we get up in the morning and we play the whole game like that. But at the same time, I'm really not going to get into much of depth, but this is all my review on basically the Chanel Hype Egg Hunt event. If I were to actually give my positive review on this, or what I could give it out of 10, I would probably say solid 6 because the four doesn't really cater for as much. There's a lot of things that the four could have catered for, and the six is there's a lot of things that I've seen. For example, I've seen that have brought a six to me. So I think my opinion is settled, and I think that's my overall opinion, and I'd like to thank you guys for listening to this. I know this is as of late, but at the same time, you cannot blame me. I'm busy. But I appreciate each and every one of you, and hope you enjoy your day. Like and subscribe as always, and I'm taking it off. Peace.